Trinity B1 ISE-1 4 skills test. SELT secure English language tests. B1 English test ISE-1 skilled worker, health and care worker, scale-up worker, student visas.
This is Trinity College London, ISC1B1. My name's Angelina. I am your interlocutor today for your speaking and listening test. What's your full name?
Nice to meet you, Miss Angela. My name is Mohammed Suleiman.
Thank you. What's your topic's title for today?
So my topic title is hobby.
Hold on. What are your 4 topic points?
Learning new things, playing games, spending time with friends, eating out.
All right. So, what kind of new things do you like to learn?
I always try to learn a different kind of language. Like as a English is it's not my first language, but I really want to learn. So I try to learn the English, and now my speaking and listening, I think it's much better than before. But I'm still trying to be learn the new words of the English, and I'm also working as a in hospitality. So I try to be learn that skills of the hospitality, how to do the service, how to greet the customer, how to handle with the problems. So I think I literally love to learn everything, which is really interesting.
All right. So, with who do you learn new things?
Especially, actually, I try to be learn from online most of my things like English. I try to be watch movies with the subtitles and watch Netflix with the subtitle of English. And also, I read with my I talk with my some of friends which is British. And also there is a one guy in my workplace. He's my senior. He's my GM. He's from India. So I learned that hospitality skills, trying to learn from him, and also some others YouTubers who would give the tips, and I subscribe their channels and like try to learn the things physically and online as well.
All right. So, how do you spend time with your friends?
In my works where I'm working, we are living in the company accommodation, and in the same building, we all my friends are living next to me, like we are neighbor to each other. So the rooms we allowed from the company, it's next to each others. So we spend the time, always we cook together, we eat together, and also we go sometime nearby. There is a pub and they have the pool table. We play the snooker over there and spend time there, and I think that's all.
Do you think it is important to spend time with friends?
It is very important to spend time in with friends. Actually, you will be sometime. I think I cannot make a decision because I think I have only one mind. If I just try to be take advice from my friend, so they give me the advice. So there is a five of my friends, so they give me the different advice. I take from everyone advice, which is the better. I go with that way.
All
So
right.
it's helping to resolving the problems.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. And what kind of games do you like to play?
I like to play the mobile game, and in mobile game I play the Free Fire, PUBG, and 8 ball pool. And in physicals, I like to play only snooker, or you can say billiard or pool.
All right. And how often do you play these games?
In I think in 1 week, twice a week, sometime once a week.
Okay. Tell me about your favorite place where you like to eat out.
I love to eat sweet, so I always prefer to be go in ELN cafe. It's the most Instagram-able cafe in all over the UK, and they have the halal dessert, cakes, brunch. So their Dutch baby pancake is also sweet. Everything is there sweet. A lot of option in the cakes and a lot of option in the brunch, which is like sweet French toast and cookie pan, Dutch baby pan. So I always prefer to be invite my friend. If I'm treating them, I always invite them over there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end of part one. Now, part two. Let's talk about your dream job. So, could you please tell me a little bit about your dream job?
My dream job is to be become a, I think, GM on a branch, because right now I'm taking a training for a manager, but I want to be a GM in a new branch which is in Birmingham, because it's very near to my wife home, and also because right now I'm working in London, but my wife lives in Coventry, so my dream job is in I want to be do in Birmingham, because the role, the GM has a more responsibility. The under the GM has a 2 3 managers, then the supervisor, then the staffs, then the kitchen staff. So I think my dream job is a GM job.
Thank you. Uh, could you tell me about some rules at your work and how those rules are beneficial for you?
The first rule in our workplace is to be on the time. It is very important to be on the time and mark your attendance regularly, because if we like if someone is like not coming and just text before his shift start 5 minutes, he calls sick or whatever, it's affect the work, because at the time you don't have anyone for replacement of that guy. So many time it's happened with me. Someone call sick and I'm on the duty, so I have to stay for him, so that he cannot come, so I have to cover him up because it's my shift going on. So it is affecting like that. But if people is coming on the time, it is good for the others, for example, for the others new staff, because we have a lot of newbies coming for the training. Sometimes we have the staff uh, coming in our branch only for the training, and after training they transfer to the different branches. And we have that also we have the food menu, which is very important, because and also there is a uh, quantity, how many time you can be have this drink, how many time you can be eat, because some of the staff, what they have to do, they are just trying to be, in the last few weeks they try to be uh, ordered for him themselves, and then they sell it outside. So actually it is affecting the work. So to maintain that balance, the GM decide to be make this rule only 2 time. The one anyone can be, any staff can be take the drink, and they can eat only once on the shift, because the shift is only for 7 or 8 hours. And there is a more uniform is very important for the work, and uniform which is neat, clean, iron, that is very important. And fairness, self hygiene, like not so long hair, short hair, the nails, and not wearing a jewelry, because it can be effect if you're working in the kitchen and you're wearing the jewelry. And if by mistakenly you are preparing the food, any of your jewelry, can say ring or necklace, earring or nose pin, anything fall in the food, it will be a very big problem for the company. Maybe it
Thank
can be
you. Thank
cost to
you.
be.
2 minutes are over. You don't have to talk for 100 minutes. 2 minutes only. Okay, I want you to ask me two questions about my dream job and also probably, something related to my work. Two
Yes,
questions.
Miss Selena, what is your dream job?
My dream job is actually what I'm doing right now. I'm not looking for anything else.
So that's not that you are already doing. So there is any you don't have any dream job, because you want to be a Twitter, you are already Twitter, but you don't want so you don't have any dream job. So what do you like in
I
your
just
job
don't know.
most?
I don't know. I don't want to do any job. Maybe in the future I would want to be an entrepreneur. That's all. Um,
So What do you like in your job right now? The job you're doing, the Twitter
I
as
think
a you're giving.
as a tutor, I really like the part that I talk to different people every single day, and that's very interesting. That's the most amusing thing for me, that I get to talk to so many people and connect with some, do not connect with some. I think it's very interesting. Every single day, I talk to different people. I try to understand them, because if I can't understand them, I can never teach them. So I think that is very interesting. Meeting someone new and then trying to get along. I'm sure you have noticed that thing in your life also, that when we meet somebody new, it's very different. Either you meet them for 10 days or 20 days, it's a very pleasant journey. Have you seen that? Because my connection with my students is probably 10 to 15 days. So in those 10 to 15 days, the connection that I have with them, it's very pleasant because it's a short term connection, right? So I think that's very
Yes.
amusing for me. That's very long-term connections are boring, stagnant, and at the same time, um, I would say that very monotonous and not interesting. But when you meet new people every day and you talk to them shortly, you just feel happy,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Even if you meet
So
somebody
you
in a
are
club,
happy what you're doing.
yeah, I'm extremely happy. It's I just feel good about it. Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
It's good
Thank
that
you.
you are enjoying.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. And again, as I told you, right, we are social animals. We are gregarious animals. Gregarious means social, like humans. So we love to talk to people, right? And my job is talking to people. And I think that's very interesting. I think it's interesting for everyone, just to
Yeah,
connect
it
with.
is.
Either you're going to a
It
club,
is.
you go to a restaurant. The basic thing is that you want people around you who you can talk to, either sharing information, either it's just talking to them, how you feeling today, what do you want to learn, okay, your success is my success. It's a very
Yeah.
different kind of feeling that I feel every
I
single.
meet I meet few of the people in my life which is very positive. I inspire by them and they're just like very amazing. They're like my role models. They just like meet me for a moment and they teach me a lot. This
same,
kind of feeling is very amazing.
same here, I get to learn from my students every single day, because they see, everyone comes from a different age, different culture, different places. So I think I learn from people every single day, and that's also very interesting. It's a mutual thing to share information and give information to someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Thank you so much. This is the end of the speaking. That was a very long task, but I'm sure you're going to get a distinction, or even beyond a distinction. You're very, 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 very good. I mean, I don't have enough words to praise you. Okay.
That's
So
all right.
now we're going to move to listening, and listening is very easy. It's a piece of cake for anyone. So still, but I'll have the test. Right. I'm going to play a recording about basketball. Have you ever heard it? Basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
You've heard it before, this recording. You've heard it before?
No, I didn't heard this kind of story, but I know the basketball a
Of
little
course you
bit
know. Of
about the basketball.
course you know, that's not a thing. I'm just asking you that have you ever heard this recording from
No,
this section? Okay.
no, ma'am.
All right. I am, hold on, my connection is bad. ISE-1. All right. I'm going to play a recording about basketball. You have to listen to the recording twice and then answer 6 of my questions. You are allowed to take notes.
Yes, ma'am.
Task 1.
Basketball has become one of the most popular team sports in the world. It was invented in 1891 by James Naismith, a sports teacher from the USA. He wrote rules for the game because he wanted to teach his students how to play it. Because he had 18 students in his class, he divided them into 2 teams of 9 to play the game. In these first games, players threw the ball into fruit baskets. It took a long time to play because every time the ball went into the basket, someone had to climb up a ladder to take the ball out. From 1893, many colleges in the USA started playing basketball. After a few years, they reduced the number of players in each team to 5. The first basketball league began in 1898 in the USA. There were 6 teams in the league. Trenton Nationals were champions in the first season. Unfortunately, the league was not very popular, and it ended after a few years. Basketball soon became popular all over the world. The first international match took place in Russia in 1909. Basketball is now played in nearly every country in the world.
Now listen again.
Basketball has become one of the most popular team sports in the world. It was invented in 1891 by James Naismith, a sports teacher from the USA. He wrote rules for the game because he wanted to teach his students how to play it. Because he had 18 students in his class, he divided them into 2 teams of 9 to play the game. In these first games, players threw the ball into fruit baskets. It took a long time to play because every time the ball went into the basket, someone had to climb up a ladder to take the ball out. From 1893, many colleges in the USA started playing basketball. After a few years, they reduced the number of players in each team to 5. The first basketball league began in 1898 in the USA. There were 6 teams in the league. Trenton Nationals were champions in the first season. Unfortunately, the league was not very popular, and it ended after a few years. Basketball soon became popular all over the world. The first international match took place in Russia in 1909. Basketball is now played in nearly every country in the world.
And now I'm going to ask you some follow-up questions about the topic basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so could you tell me what job did James Naismith do?
He was a teacher, sports
That is,
teacher.
that is correct. How many players were on the first basketball teams?
9 in each team.
Correct. What did the students throw the balls into?
Fruit basket.
That is correct. What happened in 1893?
In 1893, the basketball start playing in all over the USA in the most of the colleges.
Correct answer. How many teams were in the first league?
6 teams.
Where was the first international basketball match?
In Russia.
Congratulations, you've passed this part with a distinction. Now we're going to move to the next part. I am going to play a recording about. Have you ever heard a recording about Ellen MacArthur?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to play a recording about Ellen MacArthur. I want you to listen to the recording and tell me in few words, what is this recording about? Do not take any notes.
Yes, ma'am.
ISE-1, Task 2.
In today's programme, we're going to talk about a British sportswoman, Ellen MacArthur. She first went sailing when she was a little girl. She remembers how the boat made her feel free. When Ellen was 24, she sailed
Sorry,
right
ma'am.
around the world. On the
I think I heard this. I heard this.
All
I think
right,
the last
then
time
have
we
you ever
done the
heard a
mock.
recording about Ed Stratford?
No,
Sorry,
not at.
that's Stafford. That's Stafford, Ed Stafford. Okay. Let's play this. I've never heard this one myself. Okay. I'm going to play a recording about Ed Stafford. Listen to the
Yes,
recording
ma'am.
and then do not take notes and tell me in few words what is this recording about.
Yes, ma'am.
ISE-1, Task 2.
Today,
we are going to find out about another person who has had amazing adventures. Ed Stafford was the first person to walk all the way along the Amazon River. Isn't that incredible? He started his journey in Peru, together with his best friend, but his friend could only travel with him for 3 months. The long walk started in 2008, and altogether it took 860 days. When he finally finished the journey, he slept for 4 days. The hardest part of the journey was getting lost in the rainforest. But his favourite part of the adventure was meeting local people. During his journey, he made a video diary. He did this so he could teach people about the Amazon. Now, he regularly gives talks about his experiences in the Amazon. Next week, we're going to find out about another interesting adventurer who...
All right, sir. Could you please tell me in few words what is this recording about?
This recording about that the man who has walk in Amazon all around the Amazon,
Yeah.
and about his journey, about difficulties he faced, and about that the part he loves, what he learned, and what he. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I will play the recording again. You're allowed to take notes this time. You will have to tell me 6 facts about the recording. Let's listen now.
ISE-1, Task 2.
Today, we are going to find out about another person who has had amazing adventures. Ed Stafford was the first person to walk all the way along the Amazon River. Isn't that incredible? He started his journey in Peru, together with his best friend, but his friend could only travel with him for 3 months. The long walk started in 2008, and altogether it took 860 days. When he finally finished the journey, he slept for 4 days. The hardest part of the journey was getting lost in the rainforest. But his favourite part of the adventure was meeting local people. During his journey, he made a video diary. He did this so he could teach people about the Amazon. Now, he regularly gives talks about his experiences in the Amazon. Next week, we're going to find out about another interesting adventurer who...
All right. Could you please tell me 6 facts about Ed Stafford?
So at Stafford, start work at he start working in 2008, and it took 860 days to complete his journey. After right after his walk finish, he slept for 4 days. His friend start with him, but he last only for 3 months, and then he lost. He hate the part when he lost in the rainforest, and he loved the part when meeting the local people, and knowing about how their living style is and everything. And now he's teaching people about the Amazon.
Could you please tell me when did the walk start?
In 2008,
That is correct. How long did his walk take?
860 day,
What was the hardest part of the journey?
getting lost in rainforest.
And my last question is, how long did his friend walk with him for?
3 months only.
That is correct. Please enjoy yourself now and party, because you're going to get a great score in all parts. Just make sure that reading and writing, you finish your exam. within sufficient time, and you also reread your writing, because I know you know things. When you will reread, you would be able to correct your mistakes.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest is, of course, you're prepared, right? Nobody can take away your skill from you, Muhammad. Okay, because what you've learned, it's over the years and years and years, and nobody can take that away from you in this exam, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I was just here to help you with the pattern. The rest of the English that you know today is because of you, because you worked for it. Okay? So, see,
Yes, ma'am.
if you just be confident, believe in your skill, because it's within you. Okay? Nothing is coming from outside. Just stay focused with the pattern of the test and finish the exam within time. Anyways, thank you so much. Wish you all the best. It was very interesting teaching you.
Thank
And
you.
you can update me about your exam topics and how was your exam. And the results
Ma'am,
will
it will
come.
be
Yeah.
the result will come after 21 days.
No. 11 days, 10 days, sometimes in some cases just 11 days, I think. If you will check all the results are within the window of 11, 12, 13, 11, 12.
Oh, all right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye.
Good luck. Good luck.